Welcome to Peace Mind, the home of fascinating book summaries, powerful ideas, and life-changing lessons. Today, we are exploring Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, one of the most powerful and emotional books ever written about suffering, survival, purpose, and the meaning of life. This is not just a philosophy book, it is a deeply personal story. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor who lived through some of the darkest conditions in human history. Inside Nazi concentration camps, he witnessed unimaginable suffering. Yet, even in those horrific conditions, Frankl discovered something extraordinary. Humans can survive immense pain if they still have meaning and purpose. This book explores one of the most important questions in human existence: what makes life worth living? Even during suffering. In this summary, you'll discover why meaning is essential for survival, how mindset shapes human resilience, the psychological effects of suffering, why purpose gives strength during hardship, and how humans can find meaning even in pain. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. Life inside the camps. Viktor Frankl begins by describing life inside concentration camps. Prisoners lost almost everything: freedom, identity, comfort, family, security. They lived under constant fear, starvation, exhaustion, and brutality. Frankl explains that suffering inside the camp slowly changed human psychology. At first, prisoners experienced shock, then emotional numbness. Eventually, many lost hope completely. But Frankl noticed something important. Not everyone reacted the same way. Some prisoners psychologically collapsed quickly. Others somehow maintained inner strength despite unbearable conditions. This observation became central to his philosophy. The last human freedom. One of the most famous ideas in the book is this: everything can be taken from a human being except one thing: the freedom to choose one's attitude. Even inside unimaginable suffering, humans still possess the ability to choose how they respond internally. Frankl realized that external circumstances cannot completely control the human spirit unless people surrender internally. This became one of the deepest lessons of his life. Humans may not control suffering, but they still control meaning, perspective, and response. The importance of purpose. Frankl observed that prisoners who lost all sense of purpose often gave up psychologically. Hope disappeared, motivation disappeared, life lost meaning. But prisoners who still had something meaningful to live for often survived longer mentally and emotionally. Some wanted to reunite with loved ones. Others wanted to complete unfinished work. Some simply refused to surrender spiritually. Frankl concluded that meaning gives humans strength during suffering. Purpose becomes psychological fuel. Without meaning, suffering feels unbearable. Suffering and human growth. One of the most powerful messages in the book is that suffering itself is not always meaningless. Frankl does not glorify pain. He does not claim suffering is good. But he argues that humans can choose how suffering shapes them. Pain can create bitterness, or wisdom, despair, or resilience. Growth often emerges from adversity. This idea later became the foundation of Frankl's psychological approach called logotherapy. What is logotherapy? Logotherapy focuses on humanity's search for meaning. According to Frankl, humans are primarily motivated not by pleasure or power, but by purpose. People need meaning to survive emotionally. Frankl believed many psychological struggles emerge when life feels empty or meaningless. Modern people often chase money, status, pleasure, distraction. But external success alone cannot create fulfillment. Humans need deeper purpose. Without meaning, even comfortable lives can feel empty. Meaning exists everywhere. Frankl explains that meaning can appear in many forms: love, work, responsibility, creativity, courage. Even small acts of kindness can create meaning during darkness. Inside the camps, prisoners sometimes shared food despite starvation. Others comforted strangers despite fear. These moments prove something powerful. Even during suffering, humans still possess moral choice. Meaning survives when humanity survives. Love as a source of strength. One of the most emotional parts of the book involves Frankl's thoughts about his wife during imprisonment. Even when physically separated, thinking about love gave him psychological strength. Frankl realized something profound. Love transcends physical suffering. The human ability to love remains powerful even during extreme pain. This realization helped him survive emotionally. Love became more than emotion, it became spiritual meaning. The psychological stages of suffering. Frankl describes different psychological stages prisoners experienced. The first stage was shock. People could barely comprehend the horror around them. The second stage involved emotional numbness. The mind protected itself psychologically by reducing emotional sensitivity. Eventually, after liberation, many survivors experienced another difficult stage, psychological emptiness. Freedom felt emotionally unreal. Trauma continued affecting them deeply. These observations later influenced modern trauma psychology. Hope and survival. Frankl repeatedly noticed that hopelessness often became deadly. When prisoners lost faith in the future completely, their physical condition frequently declined rapidly. The mind and body are deeply connected. Hope influences survival. This does not mean optimism magically removes suffering, but purpose strengthens resilience. Humans endure hardship more effectively when they believe life still holds meaning. Have modern emptiness. Although the book focuses heavily on concentration camps, Frankl also discusses modern psychological emptiness. Many people today experience what he calls the existential vacuum, a feeling of emptiness, boredom, or meaninglessness. Modern society often provides comfort, but not purpose. People become distracted constantly. Entertainment, consumption, status, social media, yet many still feel internally lost. Frankl believed humans need meaning as deeply as they need food or security. Responsibility creates meaning. Frankl explains that meaning often appears through responsibility. Responsibility toward loved ones, responsibility toward work, responsibility toward personal values. People become stronger when they feel needed. Meaning frequently grows through contribution, not self-obsession. This idea challenges modern culture's obsession with endless personal pleasure. The danger of despair. Frankl warns that despair emerges when suffering appears meaningless. Pain alone is difficult, but meaningless pain becomes psychologically unbearable. This is why purpose matters so deeply. Humans can survive enormous hardship if suffering still contains meaning. Frankl himself survived partly because he believed he still had important work to complete after the war. That future purpose helped sustain him mentally. Freedom and inner life. One extraordinary idea in the book is that inner freedom can survive even when external freedom disappears. Prisoners could lose everything externally, yet some still maintained dignity, compassion, and moral strength internally. This reveals the incredible psychological depth of human beings. External conditions influence humans deeply, but they do not completely define human identity. Inner character still matters. Meaning through action. Frankl believed meaning is discovered through action, not endless thinking alone. Humans find purpose by creating, loving, helping others, facing suffering courageously, taking responsibility, contributing meaningfully. Purpose grows through engagement with life, not passive existence. Modern relevance. Man's search for meaning remains incredibly relevant today because many people silently struggle with emptiness, anxiety, and lack of direction. Modern life often encourages distraction over meaning. People become consumed by comparison, status, and endless stimulation. But Frankl's message remains timeless. Humans need purpose, not just comfort. Without meaning, even successful lives can feel emotionally empty. Mashgill. Final lessons. At its core, Man's Search for Meaning is a book about resilience, purpose, and the strength of the human spirit. It teaches readers that meaning gives strength during suffering. Humans always retain inner freedom, purpose creates resilience, love carries enormous psychological power, suffering can become transformative, and life remains meaningful even during pain. Perhaps the most important lesson is this: humans cannot always choose their circumstances, but they can choose the meaning they give to those circumstances. Conclusion. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this summary of Man's Search for Meaning, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Peace Mind, and turn on notifications for more fascinating book summaries and powerful life lessons. And remember, the search for meaning is not weakness. It is one of the deepest human needs. And even during darkness, purpose can still become light. See you in the next video. Peace.